So, update from last week. I did figure out how to set up the Ocarina of Time randomizer. So, I might try playing that tonight if I have some energy. I also figured out how to use custom models. So, I'm excited about that as well. I will be playing as Ruto, Princess Ruto, one of the better of the princesses. Take that, Zelda. Hot take. So, yeah, we'll see if I can just play like a very like easy glitchless randomizer just myself, and then maybe I can actually do that, figure out some of like the glitch tricks and stuff. I've got sort of like a few that I'd like to try, so we'll see. Hello, breadfiesta here, and welcome back to Let's Play WWE 2K23 MyGM. In the last episode, we did weeks, or last couple episodes, we did weeks 11 through 15 of the NXT playthrough. We are now back in second place, or I believe there was a brief period where we were in third again, but we are back in second, trailing a little bit, but we're still on track. We still have a special promotion card, so we've got that in the back pocket. I think we're still within the range where we're okay. So, yeah. So we're going to just kind of keep it within this range, and we should be good come WrestleMania. But we're going to go in it. I've got the recording from last time with the emails and the shakeup, and then we'll get into the booking. Okay, let's get our emails and our shakeup. Omaha, Nebraska. Triple H says, I can't have Ashante the Adonis taking part in your show. We knew that. That's the whole double loss thing. Shayna Baszler says, great to be joining you at NXT. I'm raring to go and looking forward to my first match. Well, you lost a lot of stamina from being booked in a backstage brawl, so that is less than ideal, but you're super happy, and your promo skill is 4 out of 5. Queenslina Vega says, I've been talking with Shayna a lot lately. I don't know how you knew that she was going to be on the show, but she wants to be in a tag team match with her. That's fine. Gives me a good chance to introduce her. All right, let's see what we got here. Champions Resolve. The players' male and female singles belt holders gain 15 popularity and are guaranteed to win all their matches while this shakeup is active. But it's instant, so it's only for a single week. So that's not super great. Break a leg. Superstars are injured for an extra 3 shows, but gain 20 popularity when they come back. I'm not intending to get any injuries. Quite the bargain. All promos cost 75% less. These all stink. These are all just, they all stink. I mean, yeah, the promos costing 75% less. Promos, money is the least of my concerns, honestly. And it's not even seasonal. It's just for 5 shows. So I just don't see myself getting like any benefit out of that. Again, I'm not going to do injuries, so I'm not going to do that one. So I kind of just have to do this one just to give like 15 popularity. I can't even get the full benefit of it because Adonis is out this week. So unless it's just for Ezekiel and Vega. So sure. I guess I'll just do this one. Yeah, it is, but it gets them up to 100 popularity. So I'm basically just like, my shakeup is I just get like a free 15 stamina. Not stamina popularity. Yeah, and it's just active for 1 week, I guess. So, what a lousy shakeup. That's such a bummer. Well, I suppose it is what it is. So that shakeup was not great, as I recall. Yeah, shakeups here. Yeah, Champions Resolve. I mean, plus 15 popularity. At the very least, like, that's not bad to put onto our singles champions. Just looking here again, because, yeah, they are both now up to 100 popularity. I can't tell what Ashante's popularity is. I believe it's 91, which is also very good. So we are getting up there on the popularity. Our lowest are Brute Force, which is, it's fine. He's fine. And then the newly hired Alexa Bliss. We've also got Shayna Baszler has just joined our group. So, this is a generally a much larger roster than I usually like to run with. But we're making it work. We've been experimental. So we're figuring things out here. I wanted to do a stamina check just to make sure my notes are correct. So I've got 5 people that I say I need to rest here. And they are, Cut, Slickman, Mahal, Chu, and Evans. So they all need to rest this week. But they're also, like, if I needed them to cut promos, I could. Here's something that I haven't looked at. Okay, so Cora Cut is a 3 out of 5 promo. So I don't think she improved when I used the Superstar training either. But that's fine. Slickman is a 2 out of 5. Okay. And Brute Force is somewhere in here, and he's still 1 out of 5, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's fine. Power cards. I guess I will take this, just in case. Just good to have. Our budget, we've spent so much of that, our donors' money. But that's fine. Do a quick morale check. Our lowest morale is Kyle Slickman. Whatever. But Caden, Jay, Ella, we've got a lot of like satisfied faces here that I would like to. They're not even like frowns I can turn upside down. They're just girders that need to be bent. Okay. So let's see. What are the other notes I wrote down? I do think, so I've got 3 weeks to do a tag team. She wants to partner with Shayna Baszler. And so my idea there was, let's see here. To team her and have them face Wendy and Lacey. But since Lacey and Wendy both have to rest this week, I won't do it. I'll put Vega in something else. And Shayna in something else. I'll figure out something to do with them. I also want to get the titles off of Jinder and Ezekiel. But Jinder has to rest this week also. Okay, so the one other note that I wrote down is promos. I want to put, where is she? Alexa Bliss. And we want to turn her face. And I think at the same time, I'm going to do a call out here. Where is she? Bianca and Alexa. So something like this. That should be good. And then we'll just kind of make some other stuff work here. Given that only Jinder and Kyle Slickman have to sit out, I can do some others. Let's see what people we have already in the books. So we could do the tag team. Of these two against where are they? Aaliyah and Carter. Staminas are all like JC's stamina is a little bit rough. What's the commissioner goal? Ensure your least popular available specialist is in a match for Health Spa 3. Who's our least popular specialist? Slickman. Not happening. Let's just do all the logistics, although I'm not sure we'll be able to get the Fleet Center one. What other feuds do we got? We do have a couple of level 2s on the men's side. So I may be able to just book those and then be fine. So like I've got Theory and Uso. I can do who was the other one? Fordomas, yeah. Montez is a little bit worse for wear. Our world champions. Somehow I've already forgotten my Oh yeah, it's Ezekiel. That's right. That's why I wanted to get the tag feuds off them, or tag titles off them, because I hate double champions. And the person I was going to feud with Ezekiel is... Oh, he's already in a feud with Adonis, I believe. Yeah, perfect. And Adonis doesn't need to rest, so I could do something there. Where is... Oh, Adonis is... Oh, that's right, he got vetoed, so I can't do something there. But I can do... is I can do Zelina versus somebody. And the person I was thinking of feuding with Zelina is actually Ella. Just go back to what I know. Ella lost to Cora Cut. But this is fine because the shakeup guarantees that Zelina is going to win this match. So I think it's fine. Zelina defended in a quadruple threat fatal 4-way. So I'm not opposed to this. Open challenge, maybe. I won't do titles on this one. Yeah, I think all these matches are pretty good because they're all 70s versus 60s, and then this is 100 versus a 70 with a title on the line. So that should be fine. This one I could gimmick, like give it some sort of extra, like a tables match. I might just take it easy. I'm gonna think about building weeks. The other person I wanted to do is I want to have The Rock on this show, and I want to have him call out gender. Yeah, I like this. So I might change the order here. I might do... I don't recall whether I had actually booked Alexa last week or if this is her debut. We'll treat it like it's her debut because this is the start of me actually doing something with her. She might have done like a charity or something last week. But we have basically all... Bianca's only a 4, but like Rock, Alexa, this is a good like promo show. I guess we do need something here, don't we? I don't want to put a gimmick on the opener just because of JC's like stamina. Again, I can just rest her. Tables match. Maybe I do something else. Nope. Normal match. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I do something in here. Like I do like a triple threat here. And I just throw somebody who's not busy into this match. Like Ezekiel. Or like Roman. Because Roman, I wanted to have feud with you. And you're too hurt. Alright, do that. Yeah, because Ezekiel wins this match, which is fine. Zelina Vega wins this match, like that, because they are contractually obligated to. And then these two matches hopefully just build some rivalries. So technically, I don't even have to have like Omos. I don't have to have like Ford on the card. Like I could rest him. Who else would I do if it wasn't these two? Who was I gonna have your brute force feud with? Ciampa. So I could do a classic NXT for kerfuffle match. So Omos, Montez, brute force, and Ciampa. And okay, I'm not sure what story I'm going to put together there, but what I like about this card then is I've got all of the different like match rules. So triple threat, tag team, fatal four way, and singles. So that's good. That makes a good like varied card. We've got title matches. We still don't have a huh. What? Where do I put something? Where do I put something on this card? Ezekiel just did a triple threat with Ford and Omos, and that's how he came out as the victor. It's because yeah, yeah. So actually, this might be fine. Yeah, it's going to be really costly for stamina, but that's just how we've been playing. Okay. Speaking of stamina, so I have a health spa 3 and I have a health spa 2. But that's all I have. So is there anybody I want to like preemptively like get up to higher? Oh, I don't even have Shayna on the card. I don't want to exit, thank you. I don't have a spot for Shayna. It would be here, I guess, taking the Rock spot. I kind of want to make sure I build that. I want the Rock to do something. Yeah. Okay, Shayna's just going to have to sit out. I know she was upset about her previous booking, and now she's not being booked at all, but she will be booked next week, presuming that Zelina Vega doesn't spend 17 stamina in this match. I think we're fine. We should we'll confirm that we've got all our logistics bonuses. We've got our card is built out. I don't want to buy either of these power cards. I think we're fine. I don't need to do any roster management. So yeah, let's just do it. Welcome to NXT in location, state. And we just concluded our last live event, which was Survivor Series. And we saw Ezekiel pick up the NXT World title in a triple threat against Montez Ford and Omos. He beat his former rival in the Big, Bald, Beautiful Men. And right afterwards, we had some kind of war of words. Austin Theory was calling out Jey Uso. They were arguing about numbers and figures and such. And they're still arguing. And Ezekiel comes out, and he's trying to, calm them down and be like, hey, why don't you all just, speak with Zeke. Tell me what's going on. And both of them, they take one look at him. They look at his 2 titles, and they say, that's got to stop. And somewhere backstage, Xavier Woods nods in agreement. And so in a triple threat match, and there are tables, but these are just left over. We're still trying to clean up from Kyle Slickman's shenanigans. But Kyle is not here today. Which is why all of his tables are still left all around. And so we'll see who wins this match. Wow, Ezekiel. Almost like he was guaranteed to win. And that was a classic 4.5-star match. And Jey Uso and Austin Theory, they didn't figure out what the numbers spelled. Level 3 rivalry. So Ezekiel retains against Uso and Theory in a 4.5-star match. Speaking of Kyle Slickman and Brute Force, who we will see later, we did have our classic NXT quadruple threat kerfuffle match at Survivor Series. And surprisingly, Jinder Mahal came out on top. And The Rock is not okay with that. He was having some fun with Brute Force earlier, just mocking the security, but he sees that somebody has been taking advantage of his screen time and coming out on top. And The Rock says, that should be me. And a little bit of jealousy in the promo. So we'll see what comes of that next. But it was excellent. And I should write it down because I have been not doing that. So that starts a new rivalry. Rock calls Mahal. Coming up next, we have our tag team feud, Team Green versus Team Blue. The Fightin' Blues, I guess. They last competed a couple weeks ago when Team Green defeated them in a 2-star match, which was not great. But the rivalry's still there. And so we're just going to see. We've got, Team Green's starting to look a little exhausted. So maybe Team Blue can kind of keep them on their toes and pick up a victory here.
2, that's 3.
They cannot. But it grows to level 4, which I think in 2 matches, that is how that happened. So, but it's a 3-star match now, so that's better. So that is Shotzi, Jane, and perhaps there were shenanigans. We'll see in the social medias. Shotzi and Jane defeat Carter, Aaliyah in a 3-star match. Debuting on NXT is Alexa Bliss. Alexa has been seeing the success of stars like Zelina Vega, who, despite their diminutive stature, have been finding great reception with the crowd here at NXT, and she wants to join in. She's a bit of a legendary celebrity in this universe, and the crowd is really excited to have her, and they're really curious, especially when Alexa hints that there might be somebody else joining next week. So we'll see where all those connections are lead. Brute Force comes out, and he is giving a lecture again, just a security demonstration. And then Omos and Tommaso Ciampa, you thought that they were over, that they were no longer a tag team since that sort of thing fizzled out. But they do come out, and they decide like, oh, well, our bald brethren, The Rock, had no patience for the security guard, so we don't either. And while they're kind of making fun of Brute Force, Montez Ford comes out and attacks Omos and attacks Ciampa too because he happens to be there. And so this is a good variety of styles here. Let's see how this match shakes out. Omos picks up a victory, and it's great, 3.5 stars, and it starts a Force Ciampa feud. So that is a level 3 rivalry and a level 1 rivalry of Omos defeats Ford, Ciampa, and Force. Brute Force is gonna be upset because he hasn't had a win, I believe, ever. So we do need to be mindful of that. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, we can still make something work a bit. Following Alexa Bliss's turn, from we thought that people thought that when she came in she was going to be a heel, but now she is showing sympathies with the crowd and being a face. Bianca says that she's sick of all these new people coming in, and Bianca started out as a world champion, and now look at her. And so she is more of just a general criticism of new stars showing up, taking her place. So we'll see what comes of that next week. So I'll still write it down even though nothing came of it. Belair calls Bless. And in our main event, Zelina Vega comes out. She was successful, not very easy to retain your title in a Fatal 4-Way match, even though statistically it is very easy to retain your title in a multi-person match. But she says that she was able to defend against JC Jane, Lacey Evans, Wendy Chu. She can defend against anybody, and so it's an open challenge. And the challenge is responded to by Ella Rubao, because while Cora Cut may have been the last one standing in their match at Survivor Series, today she is the last one standing. So some might say that Ella truly won the night. And so it's an open challenge, and we'll see Zelina Vega win. In a 4-star match that does start a new rivalry, thank goodness. More to come from Zelina Vega and Ella Rubao. Will the title end up on Ella Rubao again? We'll see. I'm not going to... maybe I'll fix the match. Depends how I feel. So Zelina Vega defeats Rubao in a 4-star match. That is an excellent card. I can't wait to see the AI match it for no reason, or even exceed it. All right, we've got Asuka, we've got Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella and Tiffany Stratton. This is not a rivalry match, and there are two people who are very close to injury. Plus, this is a tables match, so we'll see what happens. Asuka and Liv win. Does start a feud and no injuries, so look forward to the injuries there. Also, that was a 3.5-star match, so pretty good. Bobby Lashley's good. Here's another tag team match. Gargano might get injured.
2. That's it. Ring the bell.
AJ and Gargano win. Level 2 rivalry, and it's good. Adrian Williams. Oh, buddy. Well, he's going to keep trying. Yep.
1, 2, that's 3. Ring the bell.
With no effort, they're actually matching my... I guess an Iron Man match is a lot of effort. Rob Van Dam is excellent. And then TLC match. Not for the title, but it is a rivalry. And
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Humberto Carrillo wins, and it's great. So, didn't quite meet my card, but they did pull out a lot of stops there. I like seeing my face light up when the NXT little bumper shows up. Backstage brawl between Io Sky and Indy Hartwell.
1, 2, that's it.
That's probably going to be a really good match. Yep. Bad Bunny is okay. This is a rivalry.
2, ring the bell.
And it's great for no reason. Maurice is here and Natalia is not. This is a tables match.
1, 2,
I think they were feuding before,
let me hear the
and
bell.
now they're not feuding anymore. And it's also great. Edge is excellent. And last man standing for the North American title. And Dawkins wins. And it's probably a 5-star match. Great. Yeah, I mean, I can do fantastic. I can do like the best card possible. And the AI... Whatever. All right. So staminas are still like they're in the acceptable range, but not ideal. Staminas are still fine here. JC is getting low, or still getting a little low. Ford took a lot of stamina hit there, so Montez Ford will need to rest. Okay, and then in this one, Ella is close, but is still fine. I didn't look at what any of the stars were. So it was somebody's hometown here. Or, I don't know why the hometown thing is lit up. Hopefully somebody didn't say they wanted to be on the show. 5-star performance. Unbelievable. Whatever. We don't need to look at the other cards. It's fine. Just as long as we stay on pace. 116 rating score, 57,000 fans, $91,000. Tonight's NXT was amazing. Ella came up short, but Queen Zelina holds on. I liked Alexa before. Now I love her. Thank you, Mastiff Follower Live. Please continue to follow my show. Anything else interesting? The Rock sure spends more time running his mouth than fighting in the ring. Yeah. Nobody's saying anything about Bianca Belair. 111 rating score from WCW, $50,000. Or 50,000 fans, $82,000. Gargano and Styles are an incredible tag team. Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler says, WCW is too small a stage for me, so I'm moving on to bigger and better things. So long. So there's some rumors that Shayna walked out on WCW, so we'll see what happens there. 123 rating score, 64,000 fans. Lost $33,000. I wanted to see, do they still have their... they don't have their fan retention rate bonus anymore, so I'm guessing that was just a 10-week shakeup. So... Alright, well here we are. We are still behind by 44,000 fans. Ezekiel is still eating Xavier Woods' book, but we're fine. We've started to build towards some of the things that I've wanted to build. Atlanta, Georgia. Hey there again, Xavier. I've been watching the progress of NXT this season. I bet you have. You're putting up a better fight than I expected, but it won't last. Anyway, I expect to be at the top of the podium by the end of the season. Best of luck. Okay. I mean, Adam and I have a cordial relationship. It's fine. Austin Theory wants to be on the card for Atlanta. We're back in Atlanta. Sure thing. Hey, Xavier, you've seen the work I've been putting in, but I know I can do more for the brand. Do you want a main event match? Or I'm ready to run a main event match. Yeah, 82 popularity. You got it. Yeah, no problem. I forget who you're feuding with. Nobody right now. Ensure that your least popular available cruiser is probably Brute Force for free advertising booking. I don't really care. Start with power cards. We got a Hell in a Cell. We got double cost. I will buy the Hell in a Cell one. We do a stamina check here. I'm guessing it's just Montez. So that's fine. He can rest this week. We've still got 3 more shows to get them up to level 4, so that's fine. We've got a lot of other people that we need to book. So that's fine. We can do a morale check. And our lowest morale is Kyle Slickman. Although we have more satisfied faces than we did before. Aaliyah and Caden were not happy about that loss. We'll figure it out. Aaliyah's going to be in the main event match, I guess, with JC Jane. And then who was I going to do Shotzi with? Shotzi was in a feud with Caden Carter, but it looks like it decayed. I'm not used to feuds decaying. This is probably because I've got such a big roster. So I guess I will I've got an idea for that. Yeah. Okay. I have an idea. I mean, even if... Who was JC feuding with before? JC was feuding with Wendy Chu. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a forever feud with Wendy Chu. Because Jane... Yeah. Yeah, they were feuding for like a million years. So I've got an idea for my main event that hopefully JC doesn't win. Hopefully I can get a good win for... Yeah, okay. But we also need to do a tag team match. We do need to do Zelina with Shady B against Lacey and Wendy. This is not going to be my opener. It's going to be a mid-card match. It might be here. I do need to have JC in the main event. So JC against Leah. And we'll play around with that. Let's see who else. Who on the men's side? Get tiles off. Okay. Team. Ezekiel, Jinder. Rock, and who was I gonna have? Goodbye to all that stamina. Oh, I was also going to do interference. theoretically, the run-in does not cause a DQ, and The Rock, in theory, can pick up the titles. And this one also needs an interference. I guess it doesn't need an interference. It could start a tag feud. I guess it doesn't matter if it does. Cora cut Lacey Evans. That's not gonna happen. Maybe something like that. Maybe a triple threat. Stop talking for a second, because I'm sort of like lost in what I'm lost in this gigantic roster. Oh boy. Okay. Because we just maybe do all call outs. So maybe Shotzi just sits out this week. Call out. We'll let Omos Ford rest for a bit. So what are the call outs I want to do? Is this right? Fine. Oh, I canceled it. Because I really don't want to do it, but it just feels like the better thing to do. So, okay, call outs. Call out one. There. And then a third call out. Cora. Who is Cora cut? Lacey Evans. Yeah, so build up some new feuds there. Yeah. We have no rivalries on this card at all, though. So purely a building show. That is fine. Okay. So this is a tag team title match. Then that is just to try to get the titles off of Ezekiel and Jinder. This is, I just want to start a feud, and they both have good stamina, so I could even do something with this match. This match... like RIP JC and Aaliyah's stamina. So hopefully they're the ones that start the feud, because then like Caden will be fine and can fight with Shotzi. And then maybe I start this easy between Bianca and Alexa, and then have them start doing stuff. I think this order is fine. I think that the callouts, we're just all building stuff. This is the building show. So fans are going to be like, wow, what a drop off from last week. And be like, oh, well, thank you for watching. And my least popular available cruiser is in the match. Or is in a match. So we'll get that thing. Is Austin Theory making an appearance in front of his home crowd? No. JC is in the main event. Austin Theory is making an appearance. Zelina is pairing with Baszler. And my legend contracts are expiring in a couple weeks. Okay. I could try to use this, but nobody's like upset just yet, so I'll hang on to this. That's just gonna be my like backup. I don't think I need to use Health Spa on anybody. I do have 3 fixed matches, so I could make something work here. I could like fix it for Rock and Theory. And then just kind of hope. Do I do the run-in then on like Adonis onto Ezekiel if I fix the match? Because I don't really care if like That's interesting. That might change how I do this. Okay. So instead, I'm not going to do the run-in here. I am going to cancel this promo. I am going to do the run-in here. So this is going to prevent this from starting a tag team feud, which is fine. I don't want to be saddled with it. I'd rather have, worry about this tag team feud. And that also frees up then a spot here where I can then do a promo. Slickman. Reigns is calling out Slickman. You just give him a promo. That might make him happy. I think promos make people happy. Cutting promos, being on the card, being given an opportunity to do something. Like charity. Couldn't hurt. His popularity is fine. His popularity will go up when he's in matches. So rather than risk it with a self promo, or risk it with charity, that'll help us kind of offset not being able to do that. And we'll have a steel cage, so that'll get us one more closer to this thing, so that's good. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's an expensive show, relative. But we've been making a good amount of money each week, so I think we'll be fine. We'll probably come in around even. Right. Because, okay, so first off, this shakeup is no longer active, so Ezekiel is not guaranteed to win. And then power cards, I do need to actually go through with my plan here and fix the match for Theory. Okay, I like that. right, we're good. Yeah. Okay. Building show, but we'll see what happens next. Much slower booking that week than the first week, but welcome to NXT in Atlanta, Georgia. I actually know where we're at this time. Atlanta's favorite son, Austin Theory, comes out. Or no, maybe he doesn't. Maybe The Rock comes out first. And he has been hearing a lot of the buzz backstage that about Ezekiel Ezekiel having 2 titles, and a lot of people being upset about that. And he's also been hearing a lot of buzz about how Jinder Mahal is stupid. And Ezekiel and Jinder Mahal, the tag team champions, come out and they say, "No, The Rock, you're stupid." And The Rock says, "Well, we'll see who's stupid, and let's have a match for the tag team titles. And since we're here in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm going to invite out Atlanta's favorite son, Austin Theory, comes out." And so The Rock and Austin Theory form a team, and they're going to compete for the tag team titles here in Atlanta, Georgia. Very high popularities in this match. This should be a pretty good match. And The Rock and Austin Theory, surprisingly, pick up the titles in a 4-star match that starts a new rivalry. So Rock and Theory defeat Mahal and Ezekiel in a 4-star match for the men's tag titles. Good job. Roman Reigns comes out. And he is, he has come to NXT after leaving WCW. And he knows that's a direction that some people take, is they decide to move up in the world to the better show. And he has been, what did he do he wasn't on the show last week, I believe. But he was last in the main event, actually, at Survivor Series, defeating Tommaso Ciampa. And he wants to continue to raise his profile and raise his star. And he hears like a scoff backstage from Kyle Slickman. And Roman will not accept that disrespect. And there's some snarling, and we'll see what comes next. After a bit of a, not really a war of words last week, but Bianca believing that she's tired of seeing people coming in and trying to take her place. And I think Alexa's popularity actually went up. So maybe a role change does increase popularity. Well, that's interesting. But she decides to challenge Alexa Bliss to a match. And this is that match.
2, ring that bell.
And Alexa Bliss wins. And it's okay and doesn't start a rivalry. Maybe this isn't going to work, but I'm a bit surprised. Like, I feel like the other shows are able to just do like random giant cruiser matches, and they just randomly get 4 stars out of nowhere. And then I do it, and it stinks. Maybe it's because they're in the 60s in popularity, but I'm going to keep trying with these two. Bliss defeats Belair in a 2.5-star match. I mean, 2.5 isn't, it's okay. It's not bad. Also, Reigns calls Slickman. I think that started the feud. Kyle Slickman, after just completely blowing off Roman Reigns, he comes out and he decides to cut a charity. Or not cut a charity. Cut a promo for charity. He is providing music education to the less fortunate. So yeah, people think that's pretty good. They're just like, oh, it's a little surprising. We didn't think that would be coming from Kyle Slickman. And then he just spits some fresh beats, and that is good. We see Lacey Evans and Wendy Chu had to take a week off. They had a little bit of a mother-daughter bonding evening, and coming back, they're feeling refreshed and they're feeling ready for competition. They know that they're not next in line for the tag titles, but they'd like to have a match to maybe get next in line, maybe have another opportunity at WrestleMania. And Queen Zelina Vega comes out, and she, having beaten both Lacey and Wendy at Survivor Series, says that, you can get the tag team titles, you can get the world title, and you think that you still have a chance. And Zelina, much as she was able to beat anybody, and she proved that last week when she beat Ella Rubao, she is able to beat anybody with anybody. And so she invites out Atlanta, Georgia's favorite daughter, Shayna Baszler, who's actually from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And billed from, at least. And so Shayna Baszler, after having walked out of WCW last week, joins NXT and teams up with Zelina Vega in this tag team match. And in the middle of it, Ella Rubao, who, as we know, she does not give up. She did not give up on calling out Cora Cut and eventually having that blow-off match with her. And so Ella Rubao does not give up. And so she comes out and tries to mess with Zelina Vega, saying, "You can't forget about me." And so we'll see how this match goes. Zelina and Shayna still pick up a win, but it does further the feud, unfortunately, for Wendy and Lacey. So that is a level 2 rivalry. So that is Vega, the run-in by Rubao, and Baszler defeat Chu Evans. Chu Evans in a 3-star match. I mean, it sounds like it should be an excellent, but it's just a good. After that loss, Cora Cut cuts a backstage promo, or an interview perhaps, and she's asking, people are asking, after Cora had won at the last woman standing match at Survivor Series, who's next? She may have been the last woman standing during the match, but she did have to take some time off. And she says, there's a woman walking around here who thinks she's like a kindergarten teacher. And I am going to teach her about the wild side of life, or something. I don't know. Figure it out. It was good. That was also a level 1 rivalry for Cut calls Evans. And in our main event, we've had a directive. Every so often, NXT throws out these steel cage matches. And normally, you'd think we were going to be having our classic NXT quadruple threat kerfuffle, in that it looks like it's going to be a tag team match. Aaliyah starts in the ring. Caden is standing on the outside. JC's in the ring. And Shotzi, as the steel cage descends, Shotzi jumps off thinking like, oh, the steel cage is going to descend on me, while Caden jumps into the ring. And so this becomes a triple threat match inside the steel cage, with Shotzi maybe on the outside. And so, we see how this goes.
1, 2, it's over. Hit the bell.
JC is still able to pick up the victory. Level 2 rivalry. It's not super common that I get the steel cage benefit. So, level 2 rivalry. I think Jane Aaliyah was the one I wanted. So, Jane, although Aaliyah and Caden have not won matches in forever. Jane defeats Aaliyah, Carter in a 3.5-star match. So that ended up being a decent enough show. Let's see how the other shows managed to beat me. Bobby Lashley and Elias are, I guess, going to restart their feud.
Ring the bell.
Yep, feud forever. Nikki Bella, not in a match, Probably for the best. RVD, Kane, and Adrian Williams, 3 legends of the business.
1, 2, it's over. Hit the bell.
Kane wins. It's okay. Tiffany Stratton, 3 promo skills not accurate, but it does grow their feud. Weren't Tiffany and Asuka feuding like a million years ago too? I don't know. Jerry Sweat and Akira Tozawa, I don't feel like this was the rivalry.
2, ring the bell.
Okay. Okay. Titus O'Neil, 3 promo skills not accurate. Gargano, Styles, Humberto Santos, not for the titles.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Humberto and Santos, it's amazing. Hands on hips, brothers. Tables tag team rivalry match. Angelo Dawkins might get hurt.
It's
Not for the titles.
Ring it.
4 stars. Bad Bunny is excellent. Natalia's back. And Maurice might get injured. Maurice gets the title, though. And she gets injured. So just, we keep putting the titles on people who get hurt. Danielle Wallace is on NXT 2.0. And she calls out Gigi Dolan. Ronda Rousey and Cora Jade. Going to try this again.
That's 3. Ring it.
Extreme Rules match. It's amazing. Edge is good. And rivalry, Iron Man 1-on-1. Could see a couple injuries here.
That's 3. Let me hear the bell.
Io Sky wins. Classic 4.5-star match. No injuries. So. Okay. Really lost bad to NXT 2.0 there. I think we need to start going on the offensive a little bit more. How'd we do? So, Theory is below 35, so we gotta be mindful of him. This just isn't taking. This is going okay. This is, yeah, Aaliyah and JC desperately need something. Then Caden Stamina is fine, so I'll do Caden and Shotzi. Yeah, it went pretty well. For what it was going to be, it went pretty well. Zelina and Shayna are an incredible tag team. 108 rating score, 50,000 fans, $46,000. Great NXT tonight, good matches. Mahal and Ezekiel not happy about losing the titles. JC Jane looks worn out. Yep, she'll get some time off. Crowd loves Austin Theory. Ezekiel and Mahal worked okay as a tag team. Well, someone on NXT must really like Jinder Mahal. He's on TV almost every week. Yes, it's me. Yo, NXT, know who deserves a championship on her waist? Cora Cut. Interesting. AJ Styles is good in tables matches. 103 rating score, 43,000 fans, $115,000. 123 rating score again, 64,000 fans, $63,000. So who the hell is Danielle Wallace? We'll find out, I guess. Free advertising booking. We continue to slide behind NXT 2.0, but we'll figure it out. Phoenix, Arizona. Zelina Vega. I told you, Shane and I really hit it off as a team last week. Thanks for firing us up. We're looking forward. They're going to be happy about winning. You were a good boss to me before when you gave me that rematch. We do look out for our talent here at NXT. I can't stand teaming with Wendy. She's the reason why we keep losing our tag team matches, and I can't drill into her thick skull. Interesting. Let me prove who the problem is on the team. Give me a singles match tonight, and I'll show her how it's done. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. I know exactly who I can pair you with. So, it looks like there's... Yeah, the mother is upset with the daughter. Okay. Rest your primary solo champions this week. So, Ezekiel and Zelina for Health Spa 3. I kind of need that. Other power cards, we've got Superstars GM again, 2 Extreme. So I'm going to buy both these. I know that was expensive, but it's just good to have. I still only have the 2 health spas. Can I sort by stamina here? I can. So JC and Aaliyah. Austin Theory can rest for a week. He'll be fine. Aaliyah with 12 will only get to 39. So Aaliyah needs to rest for 2 weeks. Or I give Aaliyah the health spa 3. I may have to use both my health spas here. Yeah. Because Aaliyah, like, health spa 3 does have a little bit of a morale boost to it. So why is it not still sorted by stamina? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, that'll just get them both back. We do a morale check here. And need to be mindful. I saw the in fact, I might actually just really quick restart the recording. Okay. I think restarting the recording will help there. So morale check here. We've got a lot more people with unhappy faces here. Wendy's actually, her morale went up. So did Lacey's. So that's good. Champa's actually my lowest. So I guess we'll put him in a match. And what are our staminas looking like here? Or are people at the top? So I want to be using these people who have higher stamina. And yeah, rely on them a little bit more. And so I think I would like to... I also don't have a whole lot of level 2 feuds. Because, yeah, this one's level 4, so it has to wait. I should have more level 2 feuds. Oh, right. Because both of these two have a level 2 feud, so that's where it went. Yeah, okay. So, and then where's Lacey? Stamina-wise, 44 is not great. That's fine. And Koracut has a bunch, so okay. So we'll have to book a couple with lesser stamina, but that's fine. We're probably not going to get our boost from the logistic this week. Great. I do not want to quit. All right, let's see here. Are there any other promises? Just the Lacey one. Okay, well, let's put Lacey in her match against Cora. It's Bruiser Fire, so that should be good. I also want to do start by stamina. Let's see, where is Kyle Slickman at? 57 down here. So I might do like I think the reason some of my like morale is so low is because I've been relying, with such a huge roster, I've been relying on like the Fatal 4-Way matches, which only benefit, like that's 3 hits to morale, because only one person can win. So yeah. I'd like to avoid doing that if possible. And it's okay, like, having a lot of these level 1s at this point, like, if they don't get to level 3 or level 4 by Hell in a Cell, that's fine, because I still have to build towards WrestleMania. So, but you know, like, maybe I'll do a triple threat here. Maybe I'll do Jey Uso. I'll put in a match, and I can put him with any of kind of my rivalries here. I could do Uso. I hate that I have both of my singles champions in like a Okay, here's my idea. We go back to triple threat. Okay, that's our idea. So we're gonna put Ashante the Adonis. We're gonna put Roman Reigns. We're gonna put Kyle Slickman. It's heel face, but I'd like to get the title off of Adonis. And there's a good chance that Roman wins this. We can do Shotzi versus Caden. This match will be okay because the popularities are pretty good. And then we can do is stamina just right this way? Yeah, that's easier. Ooh, maybe we can do down here. I just said don't do fatal 4-ways, but Bianca, Alexa. And then main event. Champions this week. Does that mean Ezekiel can't even be in a promo? Yeah. Okay. So Ezekiel and Selena just have to be off the show altogether. I moved around these matches because of Ciampa Force. Because that match is going to be lousy. This match being tables, I think that's fine for staminas. This match is a triple threat title match, so that should be fine. Ideally, Adonis loses. Ideally, Slickman doesn't win, so I kind of want Roman to win that match. I'm not going to fix it though. This is gonna stink, but maybe we just let it. Then we can do Ella calls out Zelina, because the call out is still fine. Yeah, because Zelina's not officially appearing on the show. Rock calls out Mahal. That'll be a good one. also calls out Theory. Yeah, because now we're still building feuds. Should be fine. Power cards. Do I do like contract negotiation? Because I know like The Rock is going to be coming up pretty quick, or he's going to be coming up next week, as will Alexa. Yeah, why not? I got the card. I think I will use this one on Alexa. There. Buy myself some time. Save myself some money. Okay. We are fulfilling the goal. We are fulfilling Lacey's request to have a solo match against Cora Cut. Okay, I feel good about this card. Is the order of my promos fine? I think so. I think the order doesn't matter. It's a pretty quick booking that week. Yeah, because... Yeah. Please Center's fine. I'm going to continue to fall behind NXT 2.0, but what can you do? Okay, welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. I believe that's where we're at. Starting us off, we've got a classic NXT quadruple threat kerfuffle match. So Shotzi was a little upset of not being able to compete in the steel cage last week. Kaden Carter didn't win, but she is happy to fight Shotzi kind of one-on-one, since both Aaliyah and JC have sustained a lot of kind of damage in that match. But Kaden was able to kind of bounce around the cage and jump around. And then meanwhile, Bianca is still upset about new people coming in. There's Shayna Baszler now is on the roster. Bianca was drafted before any of Shotzi or Kaden even, and they've had their little feuds going on. So Bianca's kind of really her ego is running amok, and so we'll see how this match. Also, there's tables.
1, 2,
putting it all out on the table, perhaps. And Alexa Bliss picks up a win. That's not Kaden Carter. It's not Kaden Carter. Kaden is going to be crazy upset. But we get 2 level 1 rivalries out of it. So Bliss Belair finally pops off. Bliss defeats Belair, Shotzi, and Carter. This might also be Shotzi's first singles feud in a 3-star match. Not great to start the show, but okay. Ella Rubao, who never gives up, and she's not going to give up even after this. She calls out Zelina Vega, who just got a special vacation by Triple H. And she says that she is not going to give up. She doesn't believe she got a fair shot at the title, and she wants Zelina, and just didn't take with the crowd. But again, that doesn't mean she's going to give up. Rubao calls Vega. After losing that last match, despite everything potentially going their way, Lacey Evans has put Wendy Chu in timeout. And so Wendy is kind of pouting in the corner while Lacey shows Wendy how it's done. And she is going to take care of, if Cora Cut wants to bring up kindergarten, then fine. Lacey's going to take care of this wild kindergartner, a la Recess. That's the idea. That's the reference. Here we go.
2, ring that bell.
Come on. Well, turns out she couldn't take care of Cora Cut and also couldn't start the rivalry. This is a rough rivalry week, it looks like. Cut defeats Evans. We'll figure out what to do there. I didn't write down what the stars for us for that match. Okay, The Rock is going to show us how it's done. So Ella Rubao is feeling a little bit, dejected. She doesn't feel like her promo landed with the crowd, and so The Rock comes up and pats her on the shoulder and is just like, "Let me show you how it's done." And he goes on a 15-minute tirade on Jinder Mahal. He flaunts how he's got the tag team title now. He paired with any random jabroni that he could find in Atlanta, which is a real not nice way to describe his tag team partner. But Mahal thought that he was real hot stuff. He was on this winning streak, and then goes and just loses to The Rock and Friend. And the crowd thought that was really excellent, and Ella is just like, okay, not sure I agreed with the spirit of that promo, but I see how it's done now. Couple weeks ago, I believe, in a kerfuffle match, there was what exactly was it? Yeah, it was the Omos and Ciampa were making fun of security, and Brute Force decides to come out and give Tommaso Ciampa a sanction for interfering with with security's work. And Ciampa is like, sanction this, and they have a match.
2, that's 3, ring the bell.
And Ciampa wins. Mediocre, not shocking, but a level 2 rivalry. Force. I also forgot to write down I forgot to write down a lot of stuff here. One thing at a time. Force didn't even win. Ciampa won. Oh my gosh, my notes are so bad this week. Ciampa defeats Force. 2-star match. Also, Rock called out Mahal. In another call out, Jey Uso calls out Austin Theory and says, "It must be nice to finally have a title around your waist." And we get a video response from Austin Theory, and Austin Theory is just like, "Yeah, it must have been nice to lose yours." And people thought that was pretty good, or okay at least, level 4 rivalry. So that is Theory or Uso. Gosh, Uso calls Theory. And in our main event, we have the North American title on the line. Roman wants it back, and Ashante the Adonis is, he has aspirations for the world title, and so, but because Ezekiel's not here, he's like, well, I've still got this one, so I'm going to defend it. And Kyle Slickman is, he also comes out. And, with all of his charity work, he believes he's earned a shot at the North American title. Roman tries to, brush him off, but Adonis defends against everybody. So here we go.
1, 2, it's over. Bring it.
Adonis retains. That's not what I wanted to happen, but it does grow the, Roman is upset with Kyle Slickman feud, so whatever. Adonis defeats Reigns and Slickman in a 4-star match. Hey. Gargano and Kane tables match for the world title.
1, 2.
Gargano might get injured here. Kane gets the world title. Gargano injured for 3 weeks. Adrian Williams, he's like El Rubao. He's not going to give up. This is a tag team match, not for the titles.
1, 2, ring the bell.
surprisingly, Jerry Sweat and Rob Van Dam get the win. Titus O'Neil is excellent. Morgan and Bella,
1, 2.
they could get injured in just this regular match. But they don't. Stratton calls out Asuka, hoping to probably put this to the end. Put this to whatever, you know what I said. And then Lashley and Elias feud forever.
1, 2. That's 3. Ring the bell.
Elias gets the belt. Gulak and Ziggler, I think, have been feuding forever as well.
2. Ring it.
Gulak. Amazing. Iron Man match. Alba Fire is on NXT 2.0, and she's okay. Shinsuke Nakamura and Dawkins. I don't think Dawkins. Where'd
That's it.
Seth Rollins go? Okay. Edge and Garza. Sure. Where did Shawn Michaels go? Wasn't Natalia? No. Somebody else got injured. It was whoever took the title off Natalia. Maurice. Yeah. Although we could see 3 separate injuries in this match.
Ring it.
And we see none. Fortunate. Brie Bella is good. And our main event, normal match between a giant and a cruiser with high popularity. This is probably going to be really good for
That's it. It's over. Hit the
just for
bell.
fun. Yeah. Poor opening. Oh, so this was actually a 3.5 star. Okay. Well, this did get up to level 2. Welp. No rivalry. Lacey tired. This is unsurprising because of the class matchups, so it was only going to be as good as its performance. And this one ended up being pretty good. Though Slickman got upset from losing, even though he was in a main event title match. So chill, man. Okay, so who do I need to look out for? I think just Lacey. Okay. 105 rating score, that's much lower. 44,000 fans. $101,000. Colossal City Universe says it's a good show. Raw Chairman Universe says that Cora and Lacey was awesome. Cruiser Cyborg gives me some more feedback on triple threats. Rowdy Phenom 83 lost money on Tommaso Ciampa breaking his losing streak. Alexa Bliss is a natural at being the good guy. Thank you for watching. SmackDown Kicks 96. Good username. Super Concerto Max. Cora Cut looks unstoppable. When was the last time she lost a fight? Week 13. She lost to Wendy Chu. That was probably the last time Wendy Chu won a match. Cora Cut, such an easy win against Lacey Evans. Barely a fight at all. Her username is Yoga Cutter, by the way. Ella Rubao trying to lay down the law to Queen Zelina Vega in that promo, but it kind of sucked. Well, thank you for watching, Top Rope Chairman 85. Xavier Woods gave me the perfect opportunity to demonstrate that I'm still king of the ring. Maybe next time send better superstars than Slickman and Reigns. Oh boy. Okay, well, we've got things moving. 114 rating score, 53,000 fans from WCW. So they're doing all right. And then 115, 54,000. So we could have, kept it up this week, but whatever. Health Spa 3, good to have. Still falling behind, but we're still not. We're not in the worst state we could possibly be in.